Hello, welcome to the Learn English Lab. Today we are talking about you, our listeners, our viewers. Thank you, listeners and viewers, for helping Learn English Lab reach 100K subscribers. This deep dive is all about celebrating an incredible milestone and, more importantly, celebrating the vibrant global community that made it possible. We're going to unpack the journey, the triumphs, and what this amazing achievement truly signifies for all of us. Not just in terms of numbers, but in the profound impact it has on countless individual learning paths.
Indeed. Reaching 100,000 subscribers, well, in any educational space, that's a monumental achievement. It really is.
Absolutely.
What's particularly compelling here isn't just the sheer scale of that number, it's what it fundamentally represents, which is widespread and deep engagement from learners across the globe, and a very tangible, positive impact on their language acquisition journeys.
Right. Tangible impact.
Exactly. This milestone lays a solid foundation for us to explore the unique methodologies and approaches, the things that have resonated so powerfully with so many. And crucially, what this suggests about the future landscape of effective language learning. It's really a testament to a model that genuinely works.
Okay, so let's cast our minds back to the very beginning, October 31st, 2024. I remember the energy in the imaginary Learn English Lab virtual office anyway. It was a mix of excitement and maybe a little bit of, are we crazy for trying this?
That classic startup feeling.
Right. Our mission was clear, though. Almost audacious in its simplicity, maybe, to go beyond just, teaching English in the old way. We wanted to create a dedicated, dynamic space where English learners, wherever they were on the planet, could genuinely practice authentic, real-life conversations.
That real-life part is key.
Totally. The core goal wasn't just rote memorization, not at all. It was to significantly boost listening and speaking fluency. And critically, to help you, our listeners, gain genuine, actionable confidence through accessible podcast-style lessons, always supported by those handy PDF guides. It sounds straightforward, maybe, but there's so much more to it, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. What's truly insightful here is that deliberate focus on real-life conversations right from the outset.
Yeah.
This isn't just a catchy phrase. It's a pedagogical cornerstone. It's rooted in decades of language acquisition research, actually. Studies, for instance, in communicative language teaching, they've consistently shown something interesting. Students engaged in authentic communication tasks rather than just, say, isolated grammar drills or vocab lists. They demonstrate significantly higher retention rates and vastly improve spontaneous fluency, often within a relatively short period, too.
That makes sense. You use it, you remember it.
Exactly. Think about it. A typical textbook might present dialogue that's a bit too perfect, right? Too structured, often lacking the natural hesitations, the idioms, the connected speech,
right,
or just the organic flow of everyday spoken English.
Yeah, nobody talks like those textbook dialogues.
Pretty much. Traditional methods, well, they have their place in foundational learning, sure, but they often leave a gap, a big one sometimes. Learners might get high scores on written tests, but then find themselves freezing up when they're faced with a native speaker in a dynamic, unpredictable situation.
Oh, I've heard that so many times from learners. The freeze.
It's common. This approach, however, moves beyond that sterile, often artificial environment. By emphasizing listening and speaking fluency in natural contexts, it addresses a core practical need, the ability to genuinely communicate and be understood, and just as importantly, to understand others in real time. This isn't just about grammatical correctness, it's about communicative competence, which is a much more empowering and frankly useful objective for anyone mastering a new language. It's the difference between knowing the rules of a game and actually being able to play it effectively.
That distinction really hits home. So it's about getting learners from knowing about English to actually using English.
Precisely.
It makes me think of an analogy. Like learning to drive. You can read every single manual about how to drive a car, memorize traffic laws, understand engine mechanics. You could even ace a written driving test.
Right.
But until you actually get behind the wheel, feel the steering, react to other drivers, navigate real-world traffic, you're not truly a driver. You don't have that muscle memory, that intuitive response.
That's a perfect parallel, a really good one. The Learn English Lab's approach is precisely like getting you behind the wheel. It's about immersion and practical application in a safe yet authentic learning environment. And the synergy between these podcast-style audio lessons and the downloadable PDF guides, that's where the how truly becomes effective.
Okay, let's unpack that synergy a bit, the audio and the PDF.
Sure. The audio provides that crucial exposure to the natural rhythm, intonation, speech patterns, even varying accents of spoken English, it trains your ear to adapt to how people actually talk, including things like connected speech where words blend together, or elision where sounds get dropped.
Like Ghana instead of going to.
Exactly like that. Common, natural things. This helps your brain process spoken language more efficiently, gradually reducing the cognitive load, the effort required to understand.
Okay, so the audio trains the ear. What about the PDFs?
Right. Then, the accompanying PDF guides aren't just mere transcripts. They're designed as active learning tools. They allow you to visually review the words, pinpoint new vocabulary and context, understand sentence structures, and solidify comprehension at your own pace.
So you can pause, rewind the mental tape, look it up.
Precisely. And many of these guides include features like shadow speaking prompts, where you repeat phrases immediately after hearing them to mimic pronunciation and rhythm, or chunking exercises that help you internalize common phrases as single units rather than individual words.
Chunking, like learning how's it going as one piece.
Yes, exactly. This multimodal learning experience combining active listening with visual reinforcement and guided practice. It appeals to different learning preferences and cognitive processes. It makes the entire process more robust, efficient, and memorable. It maximizes the neural pathways for memory encoding, basically ensuring the knowledge isn't fleeting, but truly sticks.
That makes sense. Hitting it from multiple angles.
That holistic strategy is a significant part of its rapid initial appeal and its continued growth.
And today, well, here we stand. Absolutely thrilled to celebrate a massive milestone together. 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Incredible.
It's an incredible figure, a number that certainly catches the eye. But as the Learn English Lab team has expressed, this achievement goes far beyond just digits. It really does. It truly represents real people, genuine connections, and the formation of an amazing, truly global learning community. Family, even. For that, we simply have to say thank you to each and every one of you who has joined us on this journey.
And if we zoom out a bit, this kind of explosive growth, well, it tells us so much. About the effectiveness of the platform, yes, but also about the deep, universal desire for language mastery.
That drive to connect, to understand.
Yeah, exactly. In our increasingly interconnected world, the ability to communicate across linguistic barriers isn't just a nice to have anymore. It's a gateway to a wealth of opportunities, both personal and professional. The idea of a global learning family or an international network of learners isn't just warm rhetoric. It really isn't. It signifies a shared purpose that transcends geographical, cultural, and even economic divides. It fosters a sense of belonging, mutual support, and collective ambition. When content is published, it's not just a video being uploaded, it's a message reaching dedicated individuals across continents, all united by their commitment to improving their English. This shared endeavor can be incredibly motivating. It transforms the often solitary act of language study into a collaborative and supportive experience. It's like finding your tribe, no matter where you are.
Finding your tribe, I like that. And when we talk about a global community, we really mean it in the most literal sense. It's truly inspiring to see the incredible diversity of our listeners. Learn English Lab is regularly tuned into by advanced English learners in so many countries around the world. We're talking about the United States, Vietnam, South Korea, Japan, Brazil, India.
Amazing reach.
Canada, Mexico, Taiwan, Bangladesh, Thailand, Indonesia, Colombia, Turkey, Spain, the United Kingdom, Australia, Poland, Uzbekistan, Ukraine, Italy, Germany, the Philippines, France, and Hong Kong. Seeing this amazing spread just reinforces the core reason for starting this journey. Connecting learners through the power of English. It's truly mind-blowing to think about all those different backgrounds, cultures, individual stories, all coming together.
That wonderfully diverse list of countries, it absolutely underscores a critical point: the widespread utility and growing importance of English as a global connector, a true lingua franca in our modern world.
It really is the common tongue now in many ways.
It is, whether it's for international business, advancing academic pursuits, adventurous travel, or simply connecting with people online, English remains an indispensable skill. It vividly highlights how a platform designed for authentic language practice can bridge vast distances and bring together individuals from incredibly varied backgrounds, each with their own unique motivations.
Different reasons for learning.
Absolutely. Consider the nuances. A learner in a bustling city like Mumbai, India, or Manila in the Philippines. They might be driven primarily by professional aspirations, right? Looking to enhance their career prospects in global industries where English proficiency is often a prerequisite.
Makes sense.
In contrast, someone in Seoul, South Korea, or Tokyo, Japan might have motivations that blend academic success, maybe a passion for international travel, or just a desire to deeply engage with global entertainment and culture.
Like movies, music.
Precisely. Students in European countries like Spain, Italy, or Germany might be perfecting their English for greater European integration, maybe international studies, or simply to enjoy broader cultural access. Then you have learners in countries like Brazil or Colombia who might see English as a direct gateway to broader economic opportunities, perhaps in tech or tourism.
That's a crucial point. It really brings home the idea that English isn't just one language, but a mosaic of motivations and individual goals. It's definitely not one size fits all.
Not at all.
So this raises an important question then. What unique insights or challenges might learners from these vastly different regions bring to this shared learning experience? And how does the platform address them by offering a consistent, high-quality resource that, by its very nature of focusing on real-life conversations, provides a kind of common ground? Has the team noticed any particular regional nuances or received specific feedback that has maybe shaped content to cater to this incredibly global demand?
That's a fantastic question, and it really speaks to the responsive nature of Learn English Lab. While the core content focuses on universal real-life English, the team is always attuned to subtle feedback, always listening.
So they adapt?
Yes. For example, some learners from regions where formal English education is very grammar rule focused, they might initially find the messiness of authentic conversation a bit of a challenge. They might be looking for more explicit rule explanations initially.
Right, wanting the structure they're used to.
Exactly. The solution often comes in the form of those PDF guides, which can discreetly highlight grammatical structures within the context of natural speech, rather than presenting them in isolation like a textbook might. Or, for those focused on business, the demand for specific vocabulary related to meetings or presentations that would subtly inform future situational content.
Tailoring it based on feedback.
Right. The beauty of this digital community is that even if there isn't explicit, direct interaction between every single learner, the shared experience of engaging with the same high-quality content implicitly facilitates a form of cultural exchange. Learners are exposed not just to the English language itself, but also to the varied contexts and perspectives that naturally emerge from authentic conversational scenarios, broadening their worldview as they improve their linguistic skills.
Learning more than just language.
Definitely. This breaking down of traditional barriers to learning, often geographical or financial, is a truly transformative aspect of digital education platforms like Learn English Lab. It makes learning accessible in a way that just wasn't possible a generation ago.
Okay, so what does this all truly mean beyond the celebration? Reaching 100,000 subscribers. It's profoundly more than just getting a silver play button from YouTube, right?
Oh, much more.
It's about what this incredible number profoundly symbolizes for each learner out there. It represents several key transformations happening right within our community, tangible shifts in how people learn, and, importantly, how they feel about their English proficiency.
Absolutely. The symbolic value here is immense. This milestone signifies a quantifiable, measurable impact across 4 crucial areas of language development. The areas Learn English Lab set out to foster. First, and perhaps most foundational, it means learners around the world are actively practicing authentic conversations.
Not textbook talk.
Exactly. They're moving beyond the rigid artificial structures often found in many traditional learning materials. The difference is profound. Textbooks might teach you, hello, how are you?
Yeah.
But authentic conversation introduces the subtle shifts in tone, the use of natural filler words like or like, the appropriate interruptions, the colloquialisms, all the things that truly make up real human interaction.
The messy, real stuff.
The messy, real, vital stuff. This is vital for real-world application, allowing you to not just recite pre-written phrases, but to truly participate in the dynamic give and take of daily communication. It's about developing an intuitive understanding of how native speakers actually communicate. Rather than merely knowing grammatical rules in isolation, this empowers learners to navigate unpredictable social and professional situations with far greater ease and naturalness.
Okay, that's the first area, authentic conversation practice. What's second?
Second, it emphatically affirms that thousands of people are building their listening fluency. Through these specialized podcast-style episodes, the natural pace, the varied voices, the rich contextual scenarios provided, they're just far more effective for training the ear than the often perfectly enunciated, scripted dialogue you might find elsewhere.
Like actors reading lines very clearly.
Right. When you consistently listen to a podcast like this, you're immersed in the rhythm, intonation, connected speech, all characteristic of natural English. This exposure helps your brain process spoken language more efficiently, gradually reducing the mental effort required to understand. It's about training your ear to pick up nuances, decode different accents, adapt to varying speech speeds, everything that's part of real-life interactions. This consistent exposure to the rich tapestry of natural speech patterns is instrumental in significantly improving listening comprehension, enabling learners to follow complex discussions and understand different speakers effortlessly.
Makes sense. So listening fluency is number 2. Number 3.
Third, the readily available free PDF study materials. We touched on this, but it's worth stressing. They are demonstrably proving to be a powerful tool for learners to review, reinforce, and strengthen their acquired knowledge. This integrated approach ensures that visual learners, and really anyone who benefits from reinforcement, can effectively solidify what they've heard.
More than just a transcript.
Much more. As we mentioned, these PDFs aren't just bare transcripts. They often include vocabulary highlighted in context, explanations of idiomatic expressions, specific phonetic guides, maybe common mistake callouts. This multimodal learning strategy, where listening and reading go hand in hand, dramatically enhances retention and facilitates deeper understanding.
So you can really dig in.
Exactly. It allows you to pause, reflect, internalize the material. It caters to diverse learning styles and ensures that the knowledge gained isn't fleeting, but truly ingrained. This support material is particularly invaluable for complex topics or when encountering no vocabulary, providing a tangible, accessible resource for review and self-assessment that you can revisit anytime.
Okay, authentic conversations, listening fluency, PDF support. What's the fourth? And you said maybe the most important.
Yes. Perhaps most importantly, this achievement confirms that people are genuinely gaining confidence in speaking English in real-life situations.
Confidence, the big one.
It really is. For so many, this is the ultimate goal. The psychological barrier of speaking a new language can often be far more daunting than the linguistic challenge itself.
The fear factor.
Totally. Many learners might understand the grammar, possess a solid vocabulary, but find themselves freezing when it comes to speaking, paralyzed by the fear of making mistakes or being judged. The Learn English Lab's focus on authentic practice directly addresses this by creating a learning environment that feels safe, relatable, and designed for real application.
I can just picture it. You hear those personal stories, right? The comments from people sharing how they finally felt at ease in a crucial moment. Maybe it was finally nailing a job interview where clear communication could literally make or break an opportunity.
Yeah.
Or confidently contributing ideas during an important international meeting where being heard is essential.
Absolutely.
Or even just navigating a new country while traveling, where basic interactions shape the entire experience. It's not just about getting the words right. It's about that profound feeling of being understood, of being able to connect.
That connection is everything.
That's what truly makes this milestone so incredibly meaningful. To the Learn English Lab team, and I believe to all of us, to you listening, it's not just about language mastery. It's about life-changing confidence and unlocking personal potential.
Well said.
Looking back, though, this has been quite a journey. With over 370 videos uploaded, that's a serious back catalog.
It's a lot of content.
The path has been filled with consistent learning, continuous experimentation, and building truly meaningful connections. It makes me think about those early days. I bet reaching that first 1,000 subscribers felt like finding a pot of gold, right? It couldn't have been easy getting off the ground.
Oh, absolutely. It's funny, we used to joke that our first 1,000 subscribers were probably just our incredibly supportive families and a few brave early adopters who stumbled upon us.
Huh. Yeah, the friends and family round.
Exactly. But seriously, that first 1,000 wasn't just a number. It was the ultimate validation. For any new venture, hitting that initial mark is often the hardest part. It signifies that the core idea resonates with an initial group, that there's a demand for what's being offered, and that the foundational content is effective. It shifts the project from just a hopeful idea to a validated concept, inspiring the creators to continue with renewed vigor. It proves you're not just shouting into the void,
Right, proof of concept. So what about the next big jump?
10,000. Then, reaching 10,000 subscribers marked a really significant turning point, a different feeling. This is where the community truly began to expand and gain serious momentum. This stage typically indicates that a product or service has found its niche and is resonating with a much broader audience.
Finding its footing.
Yeah, it's often when word of mouth genuinely starts to kick in, and the platform's value proposition becomes clearer to a wider range of potential learners. It's a critical moment where the exponential growth curve starts to become apparent, validating the content strategy and the engagement model. At this point, the feedback loops become stronger, allowing for refinement and improvement based on a larger, more diverse user base. It's like moving from a small, dedicated club to a rapidly growing movement.
From a club to a movement. I like that visual.
And now, hitting 100,000 subscribers serves as compelling, irrefutable proof. It really does. It strikingly illustrates that consistent, focused learning, combined with a shared passion, can indeed construct something that is not only robust, but truly global in its reach and impact. This milestone is a powerful testament to the force of sustained effort and a keen understanding of the audience's evolving needs.
Listening to the learners.
Crucial. It clearly shows that by providing consistent, high-quality, and highly relevant content, a platform can cultivate a dedicated and ever-growing community. It's not just about the raw numbers, it's about the accumulated trust, the proven impact on countless lives, and the collective journey of tens of thousands of individuals all pursuing the same goal of English mastery. That shared passion for language learning acts as a powerful adhesive, binding the community together and fueling its continued expansion.
That's beautifully put. This entire journey clearly illustrates that English learning is never an isolated activity. It really isn't. It's fundamentally a shared experience, a collective endeavor, really. And the Learn English Lab team is clearly so proud to share it with all of you listening. It's a testament to the power of connection and what can be achieved when so many people are united by a common purpose. But this incredible milestone isn't just a moment to look back and, bask in past achievements.
Yeah, I gotta keep moving.
Exactly. It's a powerful inspiration to look forward and bring you even more. The Learn English Lab team has some truly exciting plans for what you can expect as we continue to grow together. Here's where it gets really interesting for your continued learning journey.
This sustained enthusiasm and proactive commitment to development is precisely what fosters a thriving, dynamic community. It keeps things fresh.
Yeah.
The future plans clearly indicate a deep understanding of listener needs and a forward-thinking approach to consistently enhance the learning experience. First, we can anticipate longer podcast-style lessons that feel natural and conversational.
Longer lessons. Okay.
Yes. This directly addresses the demand for more immersive practice, which is absolutely crucial for internalizing natural speech rhythms, intonation, and idiomatic expressions. While shorter lessons are excellent for quick bursts of learning and reinforcing specific points, longer episodes allow for more extensive, sustained listening practice, more varied conversational turns, and the ability to follow a topic in greater depth. This immersive experience helps learners build stamina for real-life conversations, where interactions rarely fit into a neat, short package, right?
True, conversations ramble on sometimes.
They do. It supports the development of a more intuitive grasp of flow, context, and sustained comprehension.
That's fantastic. I can imagine that for advanced learners, especially, having that extended exposure is critical for pushing beyond just understanding to truly anticipating and participating in a conversation.
Exactly. You nailed it. And second, the introduction of situational English episodes, tailored for specific contexts like business, travel, study, and daily life. This is particularly insightful.
What specific scenarios?
Precisely. This means the content will become even more directly applicable to the various real-world scenarios you might actually encounter. Instead of generic dialogues, learners will gain targeted vocabulary, practical phrases, even cultural nuances directly relevant to specific situations. For example, how to confidently conduct a virtual meeting.
Very useful now.
Or order food abroad with ease, navigate university registration, or handle daily errands without hesitation. This specificity helps learners prepare for the exact challenges they face, making their learning more efficient and immediately useful. It truly empowers you with the specific linguistic toolkit required for your personal and professional objectives, making your English not just fluent, but functional and situationally appropriate.
Okay, longer lessons, situational English. What else?
Third, the unwavering commitment to providing those free downloadable PDFs with every video. This continues to be a cornerstone of the learning experience.
Sticking with what works.
Definitely. It reiterates the belief that practice works best when listening and reading are seamlessly integrated, ensuring comprehensive skill development. This multimodal approach isn't merely a nice-to-have, it's a fundamental strategy for robust language acquisition. The ability to listen to authentic speech and then instantly review the transcript, highlight new words, or practice pronunciation from the written text. It solidifies learning in a way that neither audio nor text alone can achieve. It consistently caters to different cognitive processing styles and significantly aids in memory retention, ensuring that the knowledge is deeply ingrained and readily accessible.
Makes sense. And what about those aiming for the very top tiers of English proficiency? the really advanced learners?
Good question. That's where our fourth point comes in. There will be an enhanced advanced English focus with more B2C1 level content.
B2C1, could you remind us what those mean?
Sure. They refer to the upper intermediate and advanced levels on the common European framework of reference for languages. Essentially, equipping you with the nuance, sophistication, and fluency needed for demanding professional and academic environments, not just everyday chat. Got it. So, stepping up the challenge. Exactly. As learners progress, they absolutely need content that pushes them beyond intermediate plateaus, introducing more complex grammatical structures, highly nuanced vocabulary, sophisticated idiomatic expressions, advanced discourse structures. This focus on B2C1 levels is crucial for anyone aiming for academic success, international careers, or simply a deeper, more refined command of the language. It recognizes that the journey doesn't stop at conversational ability, but extends to mastering the intricacies and subtleties required for truly impactful communication.
That's great news for long-term learners. Is there a final point about future plans?
Yes, and finally, perhaps most excitingly, the prospect of interactive community polls and feedback-driven content. This truly places the listener right at the center of the creative process.
So listeners get to help shape the content.
Genuinely. It means that your voice, your suggestions, your expressed needs will directly shape what new content is created, fostering a dynamic and incredibly responsive learning environment. This co-creation approach built a stronger sense of ownership and engagement within the community. When learners feel heard and see their suggestions implemented, it reinforces their deep connection to the platform and ensures that the content remains highly relevant, valuable, and precisely tailored to them. It transforms the learning experience from a passive consumption of material into an active, collaborative journey, making the Learn English Lab truly a community-driven resource, growing and evolving with you.
That sounds fantastic, really putting the community first. So from that very first subscriber who took a chance on a new channel all the way to the 100,000th, every single one of you has played an invaluable role in shaping this channel into what it is today. You've shown up, you've practiced, you've listened, you've downloaded the PDFs, and most importantly, you've placed your trust in Learn English Lab to be a part of your English learning journey. That trust, that commitment from you is truly the most powerful thing, and it's what fuels everything the team does.
Absolutely. And this message of gratitude is paramount, as it deeply reinforces the collective nature of this achievement. Whether you are learning from the United States, Vietnam, South Korea, Japan, Brazil, India, or any of the other numerous parts of the world, this significant milestone truly belongs to you.
It's your milestone, too.
It is. It's a testament to the fact that this international network of learners wasn't built for you, but rather with you. Through shared effort, mutual dedication, and invaluable engagement, every comment you've left, every video you've watched, every PDF you've downloaded, each of these actions contributes to the vibrancy and growth of this global learning family. It's a powerful demonstration of how collective engagement can lead to remarkable shared success, illustrating that when people come together with a common goal and purpose, extraordinary things can indeed be achieved. This sense of shared ownership transforms the platform from a mere resource into a living, breathing, and ever-evolving community.
So the Learn English Lab team's message is clear, and it's really from the heart. We've built this community together, and together we will continue to grow and explore new frontiers in English learning. Here's to the next 100K and far, far beyond. Keep listening, keep practicing, keep growing. We can't wait to see what we achieve together next. As we wrap up this deep dive, maybe take a moment to consider the profound impact of a shared learning journey. What new skills or knowledge are you personally hoping to gain next? And how might being part of a larger, supportive community like this amplify your efforts and maybe accelerate your progress?
That's a great thought to leave people with.
There's always more to learn, always more ways to connect, and always new levels of fluency to achieve. And remember, if you found this deep dive valuable and inspiring, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel to keep the learning going and help our amazing community continue to thrive.